流れる時の仲間叩く刹那的きらめきをこの世の記憶に刻むため歩き続ける believer. Yuri? Okay, that is... I've seen it already, but that sweater is hideous. Yuri, what... You're a beautiful girl, so you could wear almost anything. Even a different color of sweater would have worked. And I know that it has to be something long sleeve because there's something you're hiding, but... Sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Is that a warning for something, or is she... Was she doing something else? Did I almost ambush her cutting? I see you brought a lot... No, she would have had the knife in her hand then. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. Check out my room! This is the only way to see the protagonist's room, isn't it? He's got a lot of books. Wait, those are different size, so those aren't manga volumes. Should they not be like manga volumes lined up, considering that he doesn't read regular books? Ooh, somebody didn't do their fact-checking! Didn't think it through real good. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Please, for the love of God, do not notice the porn. I glued it to the ceiling. People don't look up. It's human instinct. That's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Also, we got stuff to do. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned out on taking this far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? It is when you're using it when you're intensing on your skin. You should stop intensifying that general area of your body. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. Kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. Maybe a little dark. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. Finally, now I too can oil my essential areas. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You know, I just realized if somebody told me Yuri was a practicing witch, I would believe it. I didn't even think of that, but she could totally be a witch, right? You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Like, not a wart and broomstick witch, but like Tumblr witch. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spread out the small hole in the top. It slices my roof clean in half. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
I'm standing by it. Yuri seems like the most erotically charged of the characters. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Jeez. Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room.
Wait, is it a room? Because my understanding of school festivals is that they don't really happen inside the school building. All of those anime school festivals I've seen have been like booths outside or something. Usually they even have to build the booth themselves out of cardboard. Anyway. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so?
Gosh, that is her cutest pose. Stroking her super long hair. Her mutant hair.
Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, AK.
What am I supposed to do with this? I don't understand. Is this some kind of hot dog?
You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I'm finished cutting the ribbons.
Can you tell I'm taking a note out of the Game Grumps playbook? Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Oh, I've been there. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. And the blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe.
I mean, I can respect craftsmanship, but that's weird that she's got a danger thing.
What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing.
Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of her knife with my index finger, because I'm a stupid idiot. Ow!
Hickey! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp! I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper, and paper like it's skin. Oh no!
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off right now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. And startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Yeah, that actually was weird, Yuri. Do you have, like, an oral fixation? Because you let me feed you chocolates, you suck it on my finger.
Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
She was just thinking she wanted to suck an appendage of mine, I guess. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri.
It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, and I'm worried she might have caught something from me, and she really should have let me, like, sterilize it first. And the bathroom can't be more than 2 rooms away, and I probably had band-aids there that I need anyway. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Because this is my secret technique with girls. When girls come over to my house, I just lick their fingers. I do this with Natsuki too.
Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, AK.
Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. But yeah, we should both go to the bathroom and wash our hands. For several reasons at this point. Tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Man, I'd feel terrible if a girl suddenly sucked my finger. Not because that wouldn't be hot, but it's like, I don't know if it's an Asperger's thing, but I can feel dirt on my finger. I mean, human fingers can feel at a microscopic level, so I can feel if there's any impurity on my fingers. I wash my hands a ton of times a day, and I just feel bad if my finger was not at its cleanest and a girl sucked it, because I'd be like, oh god, no. Oh no. What have you done? So yeah, any ladies out there, if you're gonna suck on me, please let me wash up first. I just asked that courtesy. I watched Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like there's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Sayonara is a really creepy theme. I don't like it. I can listen to all the music in this. It's actually pretty charming, but I avoid that one track specifically. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. That's better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Yeah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
Sex! I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in.
Do you mind fetching those for us?
Okay, so is this different from regular watercolors? Because I remember watercoloring as a kid, and I always just like I had the pucks and everything, but I'd get a brush and wet it, and I'd rub it on the paint tablet until it got kind of runny, and I'd use that as a watercolor paint. So I'm assuming that this is different, these little dissolve packets. Unless I was really bad at getting those tablets out. I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes!
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. See, that's super creepy. Once you know, like, on its own, you'd think nothing of it. You'd even wonder why they mentioned it, but the fact they mentioned it is a clue. And when you know, A, that she cuts, and B, that it's, like, maybe a sexual thing. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you gonna write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Oh, wait, no, I'll probably see at the end of this. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. That's smart. I wouldn't be that smart. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like an art class project we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it kind of looks like there are bloodstains on everyone's school uniform sleeves, actually. Like, they have sort of a reddish tint. It's just the shading, actually. But it does appear like that. Also, it would have to soak all the way through the sleeves. Like, she's wearing a thick sweater. So, there are probably bloodstains on the inside of the sleeves. I also would assume that she's making, like, really precise cuts, because that knife is super sharp. But I don't know, her arm was totally messed up when we saw it, but that was in a path where she's already nuts. She'd been cutting for like 10 minutes, so I don't know if it's usually like that or if she's typically methodical. This is what I was talking about. I want the expanded lore. I want to see, like, the good path of the game. I want to see... Hopefully those mods will bring me some satisfaction, but I'd still like some canon information. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. I stay inside and do crazy things. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me at all. How many girls are gonna get their heads smashed? Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. I don't know why she's on the ground. That CG looks so bad compared to all of the other ones in the game. Every other one looks fine. I guess Natsuki's eye is a little wonky on her first one, but that's it. This looks bad. I can't place it exactly. Maybe it's just like the way the scaling of her face doesn't work with so little expression on it. Maybe it's because her eyebrows are just kind of hidden up here, overlaying her hair. I think it's the shape of the eyes. That's my first bet. While I'm dunking on Yuri CGs, I will, however, note that her ears are like in the wrong place and or tiny on the one where you're reading with her. But this is the worst one in the game. Hair looks good. Hair looks pretty good around here, but I mean that face is something's wrong with it. I don't even think that hand looks right. Not entirely. Oh, it's a nice hairband. I can see sort of detail in the hairband. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Yeah. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes with her weird, now crescent-shaped eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? I think this counts as making it further with Yuri than with Natsuki, which makes sense because, as per my original theory, I think Yuri likes him more by default. Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Suddenly, I don't remember which. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. Why? I mean, you could address it, but if you bang on top of the thing, then you won't have anything to hang up, so... I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Of being all shaky and clumsy now. That should do it! I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. Oh, so I don't get to see it. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well... Oh! The good end is taking place after the full thing has been completed, so I know that I won't get that either. That sucks! I'll never get to know.
Perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see.
Such an interesting gesture. I wonder if it's weird to me, like... Large-breasted girls, please respond. Is that just because you can rest your hand there and it's reasonably comfortable, or what? Because that wrist angle does not seem comfortable.
I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Because evidently you also live alone. I know that's an anime trope, like, oh, our parents are always out and they just give us money. But, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have some extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen.